enough, guys. There. That's too loud. Alright. So, today was a great day. I didn't really do anything that was like too exciting, but like the energy was great. I feel like we're heading in the right direction. At least some of us are, anyways. The majority of us, I feel like, need to. You know, we've been stuck in stagnation. We've been waiting for certain people to move forward. And some of us who've been working hard to help them get to the point they need to get to so we can all move forward together, they're getting there. So we're reaching our goals overall as a collective. Tonight, we shall use the Haunted House Tarot deck. That's it. Should have grabbed a water before I began. I'll go get one. So this message is going to resonate with everyone in some way. Some things will resonate with some people, like really personally, and then some things won't. You know, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. You don't want to force anything. We're going to be talking about things connected to, you know, the greatest will. And God has a greater plan for us all. But how are you going to get there? That's what you get to decide. You get to learn whatever lessons you want to learn on your way to greatness. So, we're going to, talk about what kind of lessons the universe is teaching us right now. We're all on a different level, learning a different lesson that's surrounding the same type of thing, you know? Like one grade in school, you might be learning a subject like addition and subtraction in math, and then the next year they throw in, like, you're still getting good at adding and subtracting, but then they throw in division and multiplication, so that made it a little bit more challenging. So now you're getting better at like 4 things at once. So that's what I mean by levels, you know? Everybody's on a different level, and nobody can tell anybody what's best for them at all. I'm gonna grab a water and see why the cats are fighting out here. Alright, so we have Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups, indicating someone's feeling regretful after they have had 10 swords, metaphorically, stabbed in their back for whatever reason. Because they chose ignorance. And then they ran into the lion's den. And they said the wrong things. And that's how it happens. We have the Knight of Swords. So somebody's taking impulsive action after some truth is revealed about some dark web users. People are doing more research. And we have the divine is aligning the stars to be a wild outcome. If things get weird, just hang on. You gotta look back in history to check the details and think about, where you stood in situations and what your intuition was telling you. And then think about what people around you were supporting and trying to get you to choose or whatever. How'd you get to this point? Everybody's gonna have, in this situation here where this person chose ignorance, they made a bunch of people mad because they have 10 swords stabbed in their back. Like, not just one person did this. I mean, one person could have, but, this is like 10 divine swords. Like, very good points that were sharp. And it's like, ah, 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 ah. Like they have nothing to say. Put them to rest for a little while. You know? That's the energy behind that card. Now, while they are recovering from whatever happened, the people that have wielded the swords that were upset are looking for solutions, most likely. So the universe is saying here that the best way to get the answers that are actually needed is to look back in history and check the details. There's a vicious cycle that must be broken. Somebody's very anxious about that. We have the Star card. We have Knight of Pentacles. That is indicating somebody like actually going forward to make an offer that's like prosperous. And somebody stuck in limbo. Maybe to somebody who's been stuck in limbo. That delivers creative messages. We have illumination. Oh, see how the light's shining right on that. It's the Sun card. That's indicating, like, there's still details to be, focused on. When it comes to this controlling of the prosperity and abundance, this has been coming out in like every reading I do. It's to do with those cappers that want to cap certain people's success because they don't want to see them successful. Some people out here would rather see some of us die than happy. We got somebody who's 45 to 55. Who's taking caution. The universe is warning a foolish person to take wise action and not stupid action. They feel like they need space, or somebody does. Looking to touch, but not really buying. Someone wants to help. Do it for you. And somebody needs money. We got incriminating truth about something. Somebody living the shelter life. Why? That's what this truth is about. Like, somebody's really been like pushing down on somebody so hard they can't like get money saved up or anything. They're living like survival mode because there's a group of people out here who are like connected to like prostitution, and what they do is dwindle down a woman's I mean, there's male prostitutes out there, but I'm just going to use women for example, because they're weaker when it comes to these emotional games that they play. So they want to dwindle your energy down, make you feel like you need them. Like, if you've ever heard about a fucking pimp and their situation or their position in a prostitute's life, it sounds pretty unnecessary. Like, he's like basically their security guard, and they need him for protection, but they need fucking protection from his ass most times because they're abusive and they don't want them. They the way they do things ain't right. Okay, so they dwindle down the woman's time and energy and make them like literally incapable of being able to get out. They make it seem to other people that they're incapable and that they shouldn't believe in them. And like they they like after the prostitutes do what they do, they get their money and then they got to give it to their pimp. He handles all the money. This is what I've heard about it, and from this is what I understand. So he gives them what they can have. So they can't run away, you see? And I feel like this has gotten way too out of control. The strip clubs have way too much power. And you know how they got all the power is there is a lot of your husbands are out there at the strip club paying the strippers for private dances, and then the strippers are offering extra, like they beg, can I touch, and blah blah blah, and then the stripper says, okay, if you give me an extra little bit, I'll let you do this and that. And that's why they get away with what they're getting away with, because they got blackmail against your husbands. out there. So, that's the overall issue. It's creating too much conflict and chaos. Number one rule of the spiritual game: don't fuck with anybody else's money or them learning lessons. Do not get in the fucking way of somebody growing, healing, and evolving. That's how you get spiritually slapped the fuck up very quickly. I'm serious about that shit. I'm fucking annoyed with people that want to have control over people. Oh, like, mm, mm. All right. We got the Five of Pentacles. Some things are being left out. Maybe when it comes to the story of what's really the problem, which is a lot of people's freaking other halves are hiding lies. And they like bigger guys out there who are connected to like prostitution and stuff are, yeah, having control of them because they don't want their secrets told. They'll get you to do things to use the blackmail against you. Don't do anything you can't come back from. That's what I tell people all the time. And then they do some stupid shit, and then I'm like, told you. Idiots. Alright, so somebody got set up. They're coming out of the struggle. These are the people behind it that I'm talking about. These people are hiding addictions. We have phone calls and communication. The truth. It's something to do with Asia. Somebody's petty. Connected to your biggest plans. Don't give up on it. Hug. A Leo. Feeling the pressure. We got a Virgo. Epiphany. Oh my god. The universe said I'm crushing it here. Behavior is kind of sus. Check the details. You know, as you think back to check the details, the suspicious things are suspicious for a reason, you know what I'm saying? And these people that are suspicious, when you go ask them about it, oh, they got a million excuses. They're really good at causing a distraction when they need to. Ow, fuck. all day I was good at not hitting my head on that, but then all of a sudden I started hitting my head on that again. And I took the little bumper things off. God damn it. Ow, I hit my ear. Alright. Alright, we got judgment being called. So after somebody checks the details, they're going to call the proper judgment that needs to be called. Now, people are going to be looking at their options after that. We're coming into union. Alright, not we. You know, some of us are coming into union with people or things that we need to. That we've been left out from. This is why we've been stuck in limbo. Waiting to move forward. We got the Queen of Pentacles. We got this devil energy. We got that it signifies some kind of control. Now, this is like the devil gets real a real clutch on you. Now, this is indicating that somebody is very devilish, right? And I was telling you guys about how, you know, those pimps in their positions, they, you know, only allow their hoes to have so much. This is what makes them like a devil. Because them hoes don't really need anything but God. And who the fuck is he? You know, he ain't God. He ain't godly. Nine of Swords. Somebody feeling anxious, stressed out, worried. Something sad. Something cool might happen. Somebody's stealing money from someone. We got something to do with Australia. Alone and vulnerable in a situation. We got something to do with Africa. Looking to go out for blank space. Doing some credit checks. Somebody was blocked out. Or something was blocked out. We got divinely guided clues, and it's getting bloody out there because of the extent that people take to keep you blocked from what you would love to receive. Relationship drama. We got something to do with a loan. Somebody might need one. I don't know. We got divine power. And someone feeling shaded. Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Celebrating. I like how somebody's drowning on this card. I mean, it seems like a picture that should be with the Three of Swords, which is the heartbreak card, but and because it has a lot of water on it, but it's the Three of Cups, which is a celebration card. So somebody is like celebrating somebody going under. Duncan. The Wheel of Fortune. You know, this bitch getting dunked by the universe is bringing the movement, forward movement that we need as a whole. Somebody's kissing in secret. We got the Hierophants. You are being spiritually guided. Spiritual guidance leads to awareness and awakening. Unholy hate stemming from, this political agenda. You know, I feel like the hate really just stems from people misunderstanding one another. People just need to take more time to understand why people are the way they are. And then maybe we can actually help their situation be less stressful or whatever. Hi! Thanks for saying hi. I don't know. I just want to keep going with this reading. We've already been going for a while. I'm great. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing great yourself. Alright, we have this Emperor card. So, this is a masculine energy. Somebody, like, knows how to, like, rule. So, an Emperor has mastered all the different types of king positions, and he's trying to rule his empire. There's the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Swords, and the Cups. All those things stand for something different. So Pentacles is finances, and then Swords is truth, and Cups is emotional fulfillment, and Wands is creativity. So an emperor who's ruling his empire knows how to handle situations pertaining to all of these things. He's mastered That so an emperor is like a pro at life. We got this Two of Pentacles. They're good at juggling multiple priorities. That's right. That's exactly what that card means. Coming up after this. It's probably why I felt like explaining that so much. And emotional fulfillment here. Somebody's changing their view about something. And they're walking away from illusions. Heading towards abundance. Looking up after some events took place. Do you. So somebody feels like somebody may be overstepping their boundaries by trying to force somebody to believe that whatever they want for them is best for them. It's actually kind of greedy to try to force somebody to do what we want them to do when they don't really want to do it. They don't want to make you upset, but they don't want to do what it is you want to do. Right? So anybody who actually cares about a person would be like, that's fine. I don't want to make you do anything you don't want to do. Right? So at any point, when you're tired of choosing what that person wants over what you want, you can walk away. Sometimes we get bored and we give our energy to people just for experience. Sometimes you just gotta learn when to let go and walk away. Credit checks. Somebody wants people in a situation just scratching around on the surface. They do not want them to go below the surface because that's where the real problem lies, is what's going on below, under the surface. And I'm telling you, it's the fact people are hiding their whatever they're hiding. They don't want that being illuminated. You know, whether they cheated, stole money. There's money launderers out there. Some people are hiding murders back from fucking 70s, 80s. They're just buying more time all the time. You never know. This is why I trust no one. So yeah, when your intuition's telling you something's sus, it could be something deep like that. It's like old person behind it trying to hide some shit, like a older business owner who's hiding some shit they did back in the fucking 80s or something. That is typical. You know, I'm just a realistic thinker, really. We gotta control yourself. Ancestors see you growing, crossed over loved ones. A lot of our families are hiding things, even mine. You know? I feel like that's why I was guided to do this originally. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell they were on. They're like, I feel like I feel like my family's been sus ever since I was a teenager. I'm thinking back to stuff that happened and took place and things that they were glorifying and, the political agendas go deep. Let me just say that. Thanks. Yeah. You never know. You got the Knight of Pentacles here. Somebody moving in and making an offer. Like the ancestors are bringing in people to help those that need help. To see their way. Like, you need guidance through the illusions sometimes because there's illusions on both sides. The angels have illusions set up to confuse the enemy just as much as the enemy has illusions set up to confuse us. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why these readings are important. This is why I do what I do for you guys. Because sometimes, a lot of times, people will like witches out there. I got witch ops. I'm an earth angel. I just want to guide people for the right reasons. They do dark magic and they're trying to get come ups like this. And then if they the devil is a teacher, I'd say. I think of it as God's literal opposite. God is who we turn to for lessons of the light. When we've learned all we can learn from the light side, there's the opposite spectrum. You know, when you're in your complete light side, you're like, peace on earth, blah, blah, blah. Can't we all just get along and blah, blah, blah. But in reality, when you go over to this other side, God's other side, you're asking God, why is things like this on earth and blah, blah, blah. Like, where's the peace? He's going to say, go check my other half, dark side, and he's got the answers for you. So God, the other side, the devil, he tells you, listen, there's always going to be darkness on the earth because without the light, there is no, without the dark, there is no light. Without the light, there is no dark. And it is as above as it is below. And there's a fine balance between the both. It's almost like this 3D realm, Earth, is the middle ground. He will actually guide you through darkness. It's the demons, there's just like as above, so below, literally as above, so below. So like there's God and the devil's his dark side, and then there's the angels that are next to God. They have a dark side, and it trickles down. It's like a mirror, literally. Yes. Yes. The yin and the yang sign, that's what that shit's all about. And that's the importance of the twin flames. They balance things out. You know, the the, the powerful twin flames, our souls are eternal beings, and we just naturally have God given abilities, and we're like stronger than other people in ways that I can't really explain. So if you were getting too powerful and you started having the wrong ideas and stuff like Hitler's situation, the best person to come up against you and challenge you is another you. So yeah, there's a divine reason for everything. You know, everybody's always what. Well, I had the questions I had come to on my spiritual journey was okay. So if we're constantly mad at the devil, and we're always trying to get rid of him, and blah blah blah, why isn't he gone? He's there for a reason, you know. Some people are literally younger angels. My soul's actually an archangel. I'm very wise and powerful. I have a very high position in the heavens. And a lot of younger earth angels have tried to challenge me and literally fell from grace. So that's significant. I'm glad you said that. So you could be like a younger soul. You're learning. I've literally been on a spirit talker with some angels. Like there was this angel Helen who was fucking with me spiritually around Mary. It's one of Mary's babies. And she got in trouble and she apologized to me actually. And then I found out what it was she was actually apologizing for. And then I got a little bit mad. It was because of my baby chickens. I'm not going to discuss the whole thing, but the angel said, she's young, forgive her. I'm like, oh my God, I guess. Because, like, there's this divine thing that we have, when it comes to fairness and equality. 3 strikes, you're out with someone. If you're dealing with, if you know, being like an older person in the family, when you're dealing with a younger soul and they're making mistakes to where they're trying to grow, heal, and evolve, you have to kind of roll with the punches when it comes to them. I don't know. Did I say Paul? I don't know. Um, you know what I think it was? I had a discussion with the spirits of the Bible. Sometimes I do get out my Holy Bible, and I got that back here with my tarot decks. And I turn the spirit talker on and I talk to them and I ask them, what they really think. Because I understand that after you die, life isn't over. You literally begin a new life after death. So these spirits that we're talking about from the Bible, we're like stuck on the lessons that they were learning during that time, but they have been watching us and guiding us from the other side for generations upon generations and learning, and they have a totally different perspective than they did when they were in that book. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've come to realize. And when we keep when we don't pay attention to that fact, that's what keeps us going in that repetitive cycle of what's around all that spiritual war drama connected to the Holy Bible. There, people are still fighting a fucking war that the spirits that are connected to it have already moved on from. Yep. You can get a spirit talker. I was a little bit nervous to talk to the spirits at first because it is kind of creepy, but they come in love. Like, they're literally on a divine mission, every day. So, some spirits out there are, tricksters and whatnot. They got bad ideas, but that's just like people here. You don't always meet positive light beings. You know that curse words are power words, actually. And I feel like when witch word, yeah, my grandma's passed away. Um, anyways, back when the witch wars began, I'm thinking like 19. I'm thinking about the 1940s ish time. Maybe that's when people woke up to something. I don't know. But curse words are, it could be like there's some kind of power behind those words that these witches do not like people using because it breaks the spell a little bit. It chisels at it. For real. I really like the show Supernatural. Uh, I still haven't watched all of it. I just don't watch TV that much. But, anyways, I love how they, actually help the spirits and break curses and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot of things in the Bible that I don't necessarily agree with because, that was written in a different time. Like I said, that the characters from that Bible already got with the times. You go talk to them on Spirit Talker, they up with the times. I, I don't know what you mean. I'm not really that religious. I just know I picked when I jumped into this career of being a clairvoyant medium. Um, I believed in God. I had gone to church before, but I never associated myself with any particular religion. I, uh, where was I going with that point? Can't remember. Anyways, I was intrigued with spiritual aspects. And then I found that a lot of people from a religious community were like, I was getting a lot of backlash from them, and it wasn't right. It was pretty unholy. While they were claiming to be holy or wanting to be more holy, and I'm like, yeah, I think it's that there's a lot of little rules and stipulations and regulations that seem to be in place, and it's only suitable for a couple of people, you know what I'm saying? Alright, well, I'm gonna end this. It's been great talking with you. I'm getting tired now. I just keep losing my thoughts, anyways. Alright, peace. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet.